Hello, YouTube. All right. This is officially my first day, full day of being back to living in a van and trying to work this job at the space agency. And I just got off work. I didn't get off work quick enough because I need to try to cut the hours down to where I'm only working 4 to 5 hours a day. I'm still hitting 6.5. So I've got to try to figure out how I can trim the workload down. But anyhow, wanted to show you guys that, aren't familiar with the inverter cooking system, how I use it to cook hot food and stuff. But I'm kind of doing a combination today. I have some rice that was already pre-made from work. So, I had this for lunch. I had rice and red curry. Yeah. And I'm planning on having some more red curry, which I had pre-made last week while I still had the RV. So you can see it's frozen in this bag right here. But I have like a second rice bowl here that I'm going to be using. So all I'm going to do really is take my curry and open it up here. It won't come out because it's all frozen solid, but I'll kind of break it into this pot here. Just kind of crumble it out into there. Now, if you were doing this at home and you had like a microwave or something like that, you could just break it apart into a microwave safe bowl, ceramic bowl or something, and you could heat it up. Once you heat up the curry, it's as good as freshly made. I can't really tell the difference between heated up curry and freshly made curry. So I got it out of the bag. It is inside this this bowl right here. I don't know if you can see how it looks chunky. But now that remains to be done is actually to heat it up. I do apologize for the mess in my van. I need to spend the rest of this afternoon organizing, throwing away stuff, and getting things under control. Because I just moved the RV yesterday. Had to buy a bunch of new supplies and just basically try to get myself resituated. And it's going to take about a week or so to get myself back into the routine and stuff. And actually, next week is when I officially start the new job, and I've got to get my my workload down to 4 to 5 hours a day instead of 6 to 7 hours a day, which is what I'm hitting right now. So let me show you what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the rice cooker. I don't know if this camera switches here. No, it just takes a picture. It won't let me switch. So I'm going to try to show you what it looks like, even though I can't see what the camera's seeing. But that is the rice cooker hooked up to the inverter cooking system. I don't know what you're seeing there, because I'm on front camera. I pulled over at some businesses just to access the parking lot so I could start this cooking while I drive. But this is the inverter. And what it does is it converts 12 volts that I'm pulling from the vehicle starter battery, which runs down this cable, this wire here, to the switch, which is switched on right now. The reason the switch is switched on, it connects that line to this battery back here. This is an RV battery that I'm using as a house battery. And then I have that battery connected to the inverter. So the power is actually being pulled from the alternator right now and the batteries. I don't know if the alternator is generating enough power for the inverter to run fully. I don't think so. I think it's pulling it from the battery to supplement what it's pulling from the alternator. But the system's off right now, so when I turn it on, you hear it beep, and I don't know if you can see it or not on here. But see, it says 13.67. That's how many volts are coming through the system right now, because the rice cooker is still off. I have to turn this on. This is the multi-plug outlet. See, I have the multi-plug outlet cable here connected to the inverter. And what this is going to run 120 volt, 115 volt appliances. So I turned it on. The light should be on right now. And you see that dropped to 13.5, 13.3. Just make sure everything's on. I can look here and see if it's on. The little light's on, so it is on, but it's on warm. So I'm going to put it on high by pushing the button down. I don't know if you saw that. But now this rice cooker's on high. So what it's going to do is heat up that, and see the inverter now jumps down to 12.3, 12.2 volts, because it using all that electricity that was being generated by the alternator to help run the inverter, which is converting it to 112 volt, 115, 120 volts, and that's being pulled through the system right here, through the wiring to the rice cooker, which is basically it's serving as a heating pot to heat up the red curry. Now, once that gets heated up, all I'm going to do is just pour it on this rice. This rice isn't hot because I cooked it earlier today. It's a little bit on the cool side just from sitting, it's cooled down for a couple of hours. But when I pour the curry on it, it'll make the rice perfect. So that's what I'm planning on having for dinner tonight. Camera back up here. I don't know if you guys have figured out, videos are starting to fall behind because I'm not streaming. So let me know if you guys prefer the videos like this where I am recording them and then uploading them, okay? But right now I'm trying to keep them as current as possible. We're probably within one day, if they do fall behind, they're only behind by 1 day. But there's a chance that they'll drop even further behind. In the past, when I was filming and then uploading, because my internet connectivity is now, questionable and limited, videos could start to fall behind. When I film stuff and then I upload it, like you're thinking it's a 15-minute video, it takes 15 minutes. No, the 15-minute video could take 4 to 8 hours to process and upload. It depends on how good the Wi-Fi is and other issues that are going on. And if my camera gets full, then I can't film anymore. So then you miss out on stuff that's going on. That's one of the reasons I had started switching to live streaming, was because live streaming allows me to just upload as I'm filming. So, a 15-minute video takes 15 minutes, not 8 hours. The other thing is I don't have to worry about storage because it uploads directly to YouTube server. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go to the beach side. We're going to go for a little beach ride. I'm going to go ahead and basically end this video here in a moment. But just wanted to show you how I cook food. I could cook fresh meat. I've made like steak in there. I've made ribs. I make hamburger. I make hamburger helper. I make spaghetti. I make rotini. I can make soups. I can make all sorts of food. Anything you'd cook on a stove, maybe in an oven or on even in a microwave, like TV dinners, I can cook in this rice cooker. So, and the thing about it is, it's cooking right now while I'm driving. So, I save a little bit of time. Wow, look at these motorcycle guys here. But by using the electricity that I am generating as I drive, I'm essentially getting free energy. When you drive, your car's alternator creates electricity that goes to charge your starter battery. And in our case, we're siphoning some of that energy, some of that electricity, and pulling it back and using it to charge up our vehicle house battery, which is useful for running the TV and that I have back here in the living area, as well as my cell phone charging. But right now, while I'm driving, it's generating a lot of electricity. So I'm able to pull some of that and use it in my inverter, which is a 750 watt inverter, but I only need about 300 watts to run the rice cooker. So it's running the rice cooker at full power. Rice cooker's heating up and thawing out my red curry that I froze and saved up from last week as I was preparing to having to move out of the RV. So I have a couple more bags of the curry, which I'll save for special occasions, because the curry is like one of my favorite dishes, and this one was particularly good. It was so delicious. I had it for lunch already, so I'm looking forward to having it for dinner. It'll be nice to have like a hot meal, but not only a hot meal, but to have like a really delicious, Thai red curry meal with white rice. So looking forward to that, even though I'm back in the van. And this go around in the van, for a lot of people who are confused, they're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. You need to watch the videos. I get so many comments on here trying to tell me to recap when the video right before that, or the ones before that, told what's happening or what's going on and explain already in detail. So if you're totally lost, look back at the previous videos. They'll tell you what's going on. Because otherwise you're going to get confused in a minute when you see me back in the RV. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who are saying, I thought he was back in the van, why is he back in the RV? Well, we know you don't really watch the videos. You probably just look at the title and then skip and go on and you ask a question about what's going on, but you didn't watch the video. So pay attention to the videos. If you don't want to watch the videos, then, that's why you don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure why you ask what's going on, because you don't really care about what's going on, because you didn't watch the video that tells you what's going on. I just don't understand that. But anyhow, I am going to just head out. I am assessing my situation and the location again, even though I know this area. But I want to check things out and make sure everything's in place where it needs to be, where I can go to take a shower, where I can go to park to chill. And, I already have these places already, because I've been in this area for a while. But it doesn't hurt to explore and do more, because like now at this point, before when I got off work and I did the As the Van Turns episodes, I was driving back to home, which was the RV, home base. And now I am at home base. Wherever I go in this van, that's home base. So it's kind of interesting, because now really I could go anywhere and say, you know what, I'm going to sleep here. And I don't have to go back, to the RV, because this is home. So I got to get my head back to realizing that home is with me right now. I don't have to, like if I go out of town to a different spot and I see a spot that I like, I can stay there. But because I'm working, obviously I can't be too far away from work. I got to make sure I can head back to work and get to work in time. But plan on heading out to the beach today. Maybe we'll do a live stream on there just to chat and talk a little bit. You may see videos out of sequence again, because this video has to be uploaded and the live stream will end up happening if I do it live. Let me know what you guys think. If you prefer me to continue to do live stream, or if you want, which will be current, because live stream is live. It's happening right then and there. Or if you prefer these pre-recorded segments. But if you get pre-recorded segments, it'll start to fall further and further behind, and you'll be missing stuff, because I run out of video storage, because it's all stored on the phone and it has to be uploaded. And typically, like I said, it could take me as long sometimes to put up a 15-minute video. It could take me 8 hours or more. So you're looking at videos really falling far behind, if I keep cranking them out. At one time, we were like 3 weeks behind on video uploads when we were doing good enough, and people were getting totally lost because live streams were coming in interspersed to show people what was going on. The other option to not confuse anybody is to never do live streams again and just continue to produce video in sequence. That way nothing's out of sequence. But that means that you, the viewer, could be anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks to even a couple months behind what's actually happening in real life. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll continue. I am probably going to do another live stream right after this video. Wanted to address an issue with Elena, and it may apply to other viewers. So we'll do a live stream, which means this video is going to show up out of sequence. You're going to see this video after the live stream, even though the live stream is actually happening after this video. Maybe I'll be able to show what the food looks like in the live stream, and you guys can watch the food being prepared after the fact. So anyhow, I'm going to sign out. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you enjoy this video on this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified and my latest uploads and live stream, so you don't get confused and wonder what's going on. Make sure you tap the notification bell on the channel, and then also when your browser asks if you want to be notified, say yeah, because if you say no, that's why it's not notifying you when I do my uploads or when I do my live streams. Personally, I think the live streams may be the way to go, just because they're the most current, even though quality is bad because my internet you know, sometimes gets throttled down. I don't really have like a super expensive plan. Well, until next time, take care, everyone. God bless you all. Please stay safe and try to enjoy your day, whatever you are. Bye-bye now.